Hey everybody, I hope you're having a wonderful week. If you're new to my channel, my name is Nena and I wanted to show you the haul that I did this week, and I cannot even explain how amazing this haul was. I literally wasn't even anticipating. I actually went to the Goodwill yesterday and I was just going to to drop off some things that I had, like some clothes that the kids don't fit into anymore and things like that. And I'm like, my friend had told me like there's a new Goodwill, not nearby, but close by enough. And so I'm like, okay, let me go stop off and to see it. And I will say I was doing it with like a grain of salt because you never know. I walked in and first of all, I was like, wow, they have really nice furniture here. And then I went to the book area for me because I love reading. And I'm like, wow, there's brand new books here that I was going to put on hold on the library at the library. And I realized like I could just buy them here for 99 cents. It was bonkers. And then I started going into the home decor and I felt like I was in like an antique store or something. For folks who don't know, I am a huge fan of Mexican pottery, specifically Tonala pottery. I feel like someone had just donated their entire collection of Tonala pottery. So I have lots of pieces I want to show you. I also picked up a lot of other things too. I picked up glass, I picked up wood pieces, I picked up figurines. Yeah, so I was like, just, oh my God, I was so excited. So now what I'm going to do right now is kind of show you a little bit of the haul. I can't show you all of the pieces because I literally picked up like 40 pieces, and the guy who was working the counter was so sweet, and he's like, you found a lot of great stuff. I'm like, I know, you all had a lot of great stuff. I will definitely be back there again. And I was like, I should have done a live at the Goodwill, but I wasn't anticipating what I was gonna find there. So anyway, next time. But let's just dive right in, and I want to show you, oh my goodness, let me show you this I still has like the paper in there. Look at this gigantic, it's so big. It's a beautiful Tonala pottery. So for folks again who don't know, and it is signed too, this is by Mateos. It does have a little chippy right here, but whatever, you can't even see it when you have it like, when you're gonna have it flat. It is stunning. The bird on there is stunning. So just for folks who don't know, Tonala, technically how you say it, it's actually made in Tonala. It's a town in Mexico, and this is the sandstone, and there's a bunch of different like renowned artists for Tonala pottery, and I'll keep on calling it Tonala because I feel like most people understand it like that, but technically it is Tonala. But there's a lot of renowned artists. Specifically, you might have heard of Ken Edwards, or Jorge Wilmot. Surmel is another one. Mateos, I do pick up a lot of Mateos. I try to remember Regine or Rahine. I mean, they all have their own different styles. Like for example, like Ken Edwards, he used to live in Japan, and when he came to Tonala, Mexico, like he started a studio, and so he has a lot of influence. Like you can see the Asian inspiration in his pieces, and so he started up a studio. He had apprentices. It was a whole big thing. So I could go down a rabbit hole of just talking about Tonala pottery, but I absolutely love it. And like just look at the craftsmanship on this. Like you have the beautiful sandstone, which I love the sandstone. I love the speckled kind of flakes to it, and then you have this beautiful cobalt blue with this lovely olive green coming through. And then also, I don't know if this picks up in the camera, but there's definitely like this like rust color that's just, oh, it's so beautiful. So yes, I picked up this and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love it. And I have a collection of my own. I do collect Tonala pottery, and I don't know, this is such a beautiful one. I don't know if I want to give it up, and that is the problem of picking up Tonala pottery. So I want to talk, well, actually, you know what I just realized? You're probably wondering like, what is behind me? So this is, I told you for my first video that I am a live auction reseller. I also sell on eBay as well. So I do listings on eBay. But this is my table. This is you can find me doing live auctions on District. It's a newish live auction platform, and there's several marketplaces that I participate in. Specifically, I guess the biggest one I participate in is knickknacks.net. That's NIKNAX.net. That is run for folks who are resellers or follow reseller influencers. Some of you might know the crazy lamp lady. Her name is Jocelyn. She started up a marketplace on District, and so I have been selling there for about a year and 3 months, because she started it up in November of 2023, and I started reselling live on her platform on January of 2024. And I also sell on Whatnot, and I've been doing that for a little over 3 years, doing live auctions. And then, like I said, I do eBay. I have buy it now listings as well. But so what happens is, if you were to come in, to District or to Whatnot, and you wanted to see just my shows, you look me up, Nena for Vintage. And I'll show you when my upcoming shows are. I generally do shows on Friday nights and Sunday nights at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, but I have shows all throughout the week. I do Monday nights. I have shows during the day, like jewelry shows. I try to do more jewelry shows in the daytime. And then I also have my unboxing show on Thursday mornings. But yeah, so what happens is, so for folks who come into my live show, I will do a scan the show, because I love scan the shows. It's kind of like the reason why I like, watching live at the thrifts, because it's like, ooh, what are you going to see next, kind of thing. And so, people will be watching my show, and I'll be scanning my tables, and then people will be like, oh, what's that? Can I see that closer? Or I'm interested in purchasing that. And then we'll talk more about the item, and then I'll run it. So that's just a little bit of backstory of what is behind me, because I didn't even think about that, because I'm so used to always being behind me. But yeah, so if you're interested in seeing me doing a live show, or you just want to check out the platforms that I'm on, please check out District or Whatnot, and you can see me live. But let's go back to what I found. So I absolutely love picking up figurines. I love picking up figurines, and I love picking up figurines that are kind of derpy. Like, how derpy is this one? This is a beautiful art pottery. It is marked too. You all won't be able to see that, but there's a marking. I searched, I only picked this up recently, so I wasn't able to do a deep dive, but I searched and I couldn't find anything. It just said art pot, or actually it said ceramic giraffe, but it's art pottery. And they did such a good job. I love its like derpy little face. And then, it's hand painted, and then the little tail right here. So I pick up figurines like this. I love picking up animals. I love pottery. And so this is just no exception. It's actually just an amazing little piece. So and actually at the same place that I went to, there was 2 other pieces. Look at this beaver. How happy is this little beaver? Look at that. And this one is also signed. I have no idea who made this. I would love, speaking to all the amazing artists out there, if you could please sign your items in like block letters. I want to promote your artistry to whoever will listen. I used to be a dancer for 20 years, and so I know how much time and effort and hard work and dedication it takes towards any artistry. So I want to be able to sing your names from the rooftops. So just saying, if you could please, write your name really clearly, that would be amazing. But yeah, isn't this adorable? It's another art pottery piece. Look at its little paddle tail, which my daughter is learning a lot about animals right now. And she told me that the beaver, one of the ways they communicate is by paddling their tail on the waters and on the ground, which I thought was really interesting. So that's another little piece that we have right here. And then the other piece I have right here is this little dog. So I got these 3 together. They weren't made by the same person. In fact, I don't think this one has a marking, if I remember correctly. No, it doesn't. But look at that tongue. How adorable is that little art pottery tongue? Just so cute, hanging out to the side. It looks like a little bit like Lady from Lady and the Tramp. I do think it's a Cocker Spaniel, but so cute. So all the pieces I'm showing you will be either in my live shows or on my eBay store. And if you see anything that you want for me to maybe post somewhere, just leave it in the comments, and I'll be sure to show you where you can be able to find that. I run a few trains. If you're wondering like, what's a train? So on a live auction platform, we have these things called trains, which are like curated shows, right? And there's a group of sellers that they're going to go on at a specific time. And you know, the trains could be, the theme could be about animals, or it could be about springtime, or it could be whatever you want to do a theme on, right? So I am a train conductor, meaning I, myself, and a couple of my reseller friends, we come up with ideas for trains. And one of our trains that we do that absolutely everybody loves, because it's just the best concept, is what we call the itty bitty train. So it's a tiny, like, things that are underneath 5 inches. Obviously, the smaller, the better. And I've been really on the hunt for itty bitties, so I'm going to show you some of the small things I've picked up recently that I'm really excited about. So look at this tiny little glass ink holder. Isn't it just so sweet? I actually have a bigger one than this. I mean, the bigger one is still small. I don't even know what the size is of this. I would say, see my hands say, I would say it's about 2.5 inches, but it's so cute. So you have something like this, and then, oh my goodness, I couldn't even believe it. Like, look at this teeny tiny, let's see if y'all can see that, this teeny tiny little bunny. It's a pottery bunny. Look at its little face. I honestly thought this was a Philip Langston. If you don't know Philip Langston, check him out. Oh my goodness, it is marked CAZ, so I don't think it is, but Philip Langston has some fantastic pieces too. And then look at this teeny tiny little derpy, chubby mouse, little pottery mouse. That's so cute. Oh my gosh, and his little eyes. Oh, so these are, and then also, because I don't want to just do figurines, I also found this beautiful little art pottery with the little ruffled rim, little bud vase. And then the other piece I wanted to show you all is this snuff jar. I love picking up snuff jars. I like learning the history about it. So if for folks who aren't aware, snuff jars, like it even comes with a little spoon right here, they would hold tobacco. We're talking about like from centuries ago. I'm not, this one's not centuries old, but it is vintage. But it's from centuries ago, in Asia, specifically I believe China. They would put the tobacco in there, and then they would just snuff it up their nose. And I think that's so cool. Like, how awesome is that? Just to like learn. It was mainly, well, men used them too, but it was a lot more for the ladies, because you know they have to be ladylike and refined, so they weren't just going to be smoking cigarettes, so they would use these little snuff jars. So I think that's amazing, and just learning the history, which is, I will say, y'all, one of the reasons why I got into reselling was because I love history, and I love learning the historical reasons why people made certain things, and you know, so I just think it's super fun to learn all that stuff. Okay, I have some glass pieces here, so I'm gonna have to pick up, I can't hold all of them because I don't want to drop them. This one is a Wara lead crystal made in West Germany, and it, I don't know, you can't, maybe you can. It's lead crystal. It's beautiful. My favorite flower is the daisy, and I love the way that this looks. It reminds me of a daisy, and it's just so stunning, and there are no chips or cracks anywhere on there. Some dust, which I would clean out, but it's hand cut, and yeah, it has a little Wara sticker there. I don't know if y'all can see that, made in West Germany, but I love these like rose bowl vases. I mean, just alone it's fantastic because it has the etched flowers and obviously the hand cut pieces and all the little details, like the little thumbprint details around the rim. I think that's fantastic. But yeah, this is just a beautiful piece of lead crystal. So I picked this one up. I was really happy about that. And then we got this. Look at this. This is Polish glass. It is stunning. I like to call it honey amber because I think that just sounds so yummy. It's a beautiful honey amber glass vase. And do you see the bottom, the dip right there? I think just pieces like that are absolutely just make something that's beautiful already just truly extraordinary, right? So you'll learn the more you watch my videos. I have a wide range of things that I love, right? My biggest being pottery. I love pottery. Love, love, love pottery. I love glass too, but I will say I'm not as well versed or as knowledgeable in glass as I am in pottery. But that's not to say that I'm not constantly wanting to learn. I definitely am. So I found this piece. I thought it was stunning. I thought it was such a beautiful vase or bowl with the ruffled. I love the huge speckled on it. It is signed, but I don't know. I don't know if y'all can make out the signature on it. I'll try to like do it in different angles. I have no idea what that says. Again, block letters would be nice. But it is a beautiful piece. Again, I only did a quick little search on this. I will need to do a deeper dive to try to find out who made this, but if you all are familiar with this or even familiar with the signature, please let me know. It's in stunning condition. And oh, that brings up a point I want to say. Okay, if you're ever at the thrift store and you see a piece that you're like, that looks pretty amazing, and you're like, let me think about it, and you walk away from it, big mistake. I have done that. Actually just happened last week, and I should have known better. There was another, so I picked this one up, I put it in my cart, and I knew I was going to pick this one up because I'm like, it's beautiful. I think it's in stunning condition, and I love that it's signed too. But there was another piece next to it, and I'm like, do I need two big glass pieces like this? The answer is yes, but at the time I was like debating because I already had a few things in my cart, and I was like, well, let me think about it. And there was a woman right next to me, and she was looking at that piece, but I didn't realize she was looking at the piece. And the moment I put it down and I walked away, she didn't like reach over and grab it right away. She like, you know, as I was walking around the corner and I could see out of the corner of my eye, I'm like, oh, she reached out and she got it. And it was a beautiful piece. And we were waiting in line. She was actually behind me, and I'm like, that's a beautiful piece. She's like, I know, I saw you pick it up. I'm like, I know. I put it down. I'm like, I hope you enjoy it. Which I hope she does. But the point is that if you find a piece that you absolutely love and you're on the fence about, do not put it down. Put it in your basket. And if at the end, before you check out, and you're like, not today, then put it back. Don't be like me. Don't make that mistake. I'm happy I picked this up, but I'm greedy and I wanted both. So anyway, that's my little story. That's my little my little public service announcement. When you're at the thrift, don't put something down if you're not sure if you want it or not. Another piece. So I told you I picked up a lot of Mexican pottery. This one is a skull. A Dia de los Muertos skull. This is Talavera. It's Mexican pottery. And for folks who don't know, they use phosphorescent paints. So I don't know if y'all can make it out because I have the ring light in front of me, but like, do you see that it glows? It glows. And I know for some people it's like, ooh, that's kind of creepy, but this is a tradition. It's cultural. They're beautiful. So they're meant to represent Dia de los Muertos, which is Day of the Dead. And it's just a time where you celebrate your loved ones. And so you would have sugar skulls, and they'd be beautifully painted and things like that. And you go to, like the cemeteries, or just where you have like, they're called ofrendas, which is like a table where you would have like pictures, and use marigolds as one of the more traditional flowers that you decorate the ofrendas with. And it's just a way to like bring your loved one's favorite foods, or just like little things that they love to do, like little trinkets and things like that. And so when I see these skulls, it doesn't ever scare me or make me think of it's morbid. I think it's just a lovely tradition that we have in our Mexican culture. But yeah, so you have this beautiful skull, and it's awesome. And you know, it's just a beautiful piece to have, and it's so brightly colored. And for me, I absolutely love it because of all the colors to it. And they have birds on the side, and it's just a lovely piece. I was super excited to pick that one up. Talking more about itty bitty, we have this teeny tiny little Polish pottery teapot. So you put the little candle here, and it's a warmer, which I'm like, I don't know how much tea you could possibly have with that, but it's adorable. And I'm like, I love Polish pottery. And then look at this. This is a Aurica. I think that's how you pronounce it, Aurica. It's made in Finland. If you're not familiar with this piece, I highly recommend look it up. It's Aarikka. I had never heard of this piece before, but I just love the way the simplicity of it. And I knew it was supposed to be like a Scandinavian piece, and it definitely was. It says Finland on the bottom, but look up this brand, Arika or Arika. I don't know how to pronounce it. In addition to tonala pottery and all the other things I love, celestial pieces. I love celestial pieces. So we have the moon and star here. It's a wall hanging. You have the little hole in the back that you can definitely hang it. And I think it's just such a good piece. I don't know where it's made from. I mean, if I'm taking a guess, I would say maybe in Mexico, just based off of the design, but it's just fantastic. And I don't know if y'all can see, it has little rays of sun on each of the actual rays. And I think it's just so good. And so this is a beautiful hand painted wooden piece. And then, okay, mixing both of, you know, my favorite things, animals and pottery. So we have this beautiful 3D raised pottery piece. It's not signed in the back. It is a wall hanging. It does come with like a little bit of wire on it, but I love it. It does have a little bit of paint wear on the nose, but forgivable. You can also keep it as is or just repaint over that little piece. But isn't it fantastic? I love it so much. Oh, it's so good. Another tonala piece, y'all. Look at this. This one is, I don't know who who made that one. The signature's on the bottom. This one's stunning. I don't find like these kind of squatty ones as much. They're like the first one I showed you, like kind of longer, or like they come out more, but this one I actually really think about keeping this one just because I don't have a squatty one. And again, it has that beautiful design to it, and it reminds me of pointillism, you know, the little dots. And it has flowers on the back, but this one's so beautiful. I love it so much. And again, it does have that beautiful like rust kind of bronzy color on the top, and just lovely cobalt blues, avocado, olive green colors throughout. And it's a stunning piece. And then, oh, also, let me show you. I picked up some artwork too. I mean, I like picking up artwork. So we have these are painted, and the artist is Mary something. I haven't done too much research on it, but look at the little lounging kitty cats, and there's 3 of them. They're all different. And I think so like there's definitely like paint you can see on top, but I think it's a print, and then she painted over some of it. But these will also be available for sale on my store or in my live auctions. But that's going to be it for today. Like I said, I have a lot of pieces that I want to show you all, but it's just I have to tone it down. I want to do like no more in the beginning than like 20 to 25 minute videos. And I'm sure we're already way past that. So, but definitely I'll be doing more hauls in the future. So please like and subscribe and give me a follow, and be sure to check me out on knickknacks.net, on District, or on Whatnot, or on eBay. All right, everybody. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.